My name is Arthur Tudor, the Executive Director of the Western Indian Ocean Marine Science Association, WIOMSA. WIOMSA is a regional science organization based in the beautiful island of Zanzibar. WIOMSA is happy to introduce the Marine Conservation Program that we call MARCOP for our decade action. So MARCOP focuses on helping improve ocean governance in the Western Indian Ocean region, particularly focusing on improving the way we plan for our ocean resources using good science. It also focuses on helping countries, stakeholders, and partners in implementing proper conservation and management measures of marine resources, conducting restoration and conservation programs that are informed by good science. So MARCOP aims to provide solutions to the region to be able to govern and plan for our oceans in a better way. So MARCOP is a innovative program or action for the region. So the uniqueness of this approach is that it's going to include everybody in generating knowledge, and not just focusing on knowledge that is produced by scientists, but basically taking into account all forms of knowledge produced at different levels to be able to manage our resources in a better way. In that sense, we're going to work with local communities, we're going to work with governments, NGOs in the region, and conservation partners. We have more than 143 marine protected areas in the region. Good knowledge and good science is important to manage these areas effectively, and we're going to work with the Western Indian Ocean a network of marine protected area practitioners to be able to improve their knowledge and capacity in the use of science to manage these marine protected areas effectively. But also at a global level, we're going to contribute to different processes. For example, the data that we're going to produce and information from this region is going to be shared globally with processes and platforms like the Global Biodiversity Information Systems and the Global Ocean Observation Systems and other regional platforms where data is required. But more importantly, this data will be used at the places where they are needed by the resource managers and the resource users. So MARCOP is not an entirely new idea. It's building on activities that we're already undertaking. Some of the activities WIOMSA is already undertaking include working with the University of Macquarie to support systematic conservation planning, like for the Kenya-Tanzania transboundary marine conservation area. We're already supporting NGOs and institutions in Madagascar, in Mozambique, Kenya and Tanzania to map out the locally managed marine areas to be able to update our Western Indian Ocean marine conservation outlook. MARCOP is going to contribute to different global policy areas, but the key one is the Global Biodiversity Framework, especially Target 3, because as the region plans to expand and increase the areas under marine conservation, we require a lot of knowledge for good conservation planning, also good scientific information to be able to report back on the performance of the region and countries on the Global Biodiversity Framework. But more importantly, we're also going to contribute to the Africa Decade Roadmap that specifies 9 priority areas. And MARCOP really cuts across all these 9 priority areas, including the 10-decade challenges and also the actions that have been defined for the decade. So it cuts across different decade initiatives and objectives, and I think it's going to be one of the biggest drivers and contributors of knowledge in the Western Indian Ocean region.